Do not wait on the Fed. Interest rates are lower right now. Hi, my name is Kevin Retcher, owner of First Meridian Mortgage. Have you procrastinated over the last year on getting your refinance done? I have a lot of clients just like you. Here's the thing, if we look at 5.99 back in August of last year, it was paying 112 basis points at that price, right? Right now, if you look here, it's paying 25. So you say, oh, Kevin, it's not quite back there yet. But here's the thing, it is. And this is why I have a lender right now paying an additional 90 basis points special between now and the Fed meeting. They're trying to buy up the market. So if you add 90 to the 25, the price is at 115, which is actually greater than it was back in August of last year. Here's the thing, rates continued to improve last year until September. The Fed cut rates and rates went up. All those clients that thought when the Fed cuts rates, I'm going to get a better deal, and they waited and they did not get that better deal. As soon as the Fed cut, rates went up. So there is a possibility that when the Fed cuts rates here in September, assuming they do, rates will get worse for multiple reasons. So here's the thing, I've always said rates typically are at the lowest a week to 2 weeks before the Fed meeting. And then it's going to depend on what the Fed actually has to say about future interest rates, whether or not they're going to get better or worse at that point. Here's the thing, if you're sitting at 6 and 7/8 for the last year because you waited, I would tell you go ahead and lock in a no-cost refi and get closed. All you have to do is wait 6 months and you can refinance and do it again if rates continue to go lower. If you do it at no cost, there's no cost to recoup, so you're still saving money during that time frame. The clients that wait and procrastinate are going to be just like these other clients all throughout this year that had to wait for this opportunity that is right now. This lender, the largest wholesale lender in the country, RT90, they're giving us an extra 90 basis points on pricing today on VAs, FHAs, conventional, across the board, rate and term refinances, not cash outs. Hear me on this. You have a window of about 2.5 weeks before rates potentially spike up. Now, the media is going to say Fed cut rates, right? And one of the things that typically happens is supply and demand. Everyone's making phone calls. People are locking in interest rates. The banks back off their pricing because they can, right? And then they'll wait and see what the Fed does and what the data from all the different reports comes after that Fed meeting. What happens the next 30, 45 days, right? But there's no guarantee rates are going to go lower because of a Fed cut. They're lower right now in anticipation of the Fed cut. My name is Kevin Retcher. I've got 29 years of watching this cycle play out. Generally, 8 out of 10 times, I'm probably right. 20% of the time, rates might improve. But here's the thing, if it's at no cost and you're saving money, there's no downside. On a no-cost refi, if you're lowering your interest rate, you do not go backwards. If you've paid 2 years on your loan, 3 years on the loan, I can either tell you how much to pay on a monthly basis to pay it off at the same exact time, or I can set you up for a 27-year mortgage if that's what you want, or a 26. Terms a function of what you pay to principal. But here's the thing, that interest rate is lower and it didn't cost you anything to get, and it's a fixed rate to fixed rate, there's no way you go backwards with proper money management. My name's Kevin Retcher, owner of First Meridian Mortgage. I am the king of no-cost refis. Also remember, terms will function what you pay to principal, so you never go backwards as long as you're doing term to term and you're getting a lower rate at no cost. If you want to pay closing costs, you can get a slightly lower rate. It's a gamble. It's up to you what you want to do. It's your money. But the one thing that you should do with your money is not procrastinate. Talk to you soon. 703-799-5626. Look forward to working with you.